A brand new U.S. Senate report says that artificial intelligence and automation will eliminate nearly 100 million American jobs in the next decade. That's 100 million. Guys, there's only 340 million Americans. So this is not some clickbait headline here. That's straight from a government-backed analysis released just this week. Now, I'm not here to scare you on this video, but I'm here to give you solutions. I want to show you how to position yourself to financially benefit in this new normal of AI, where AI doesn't just exist in the background, but AI begins taking over many of the jobs that we do on a day-to-day basis. We're going to talk about on this quick video skills, mindsets, money, and opportunity for you in this AI age, even if you don't know anything about AI right now, because you still have time and you still have some control. Now, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to prepare your finances, your skill set, and your mindset to make sure you can still put food on the table when this AI thing really hits. Now, let's start with where this story came from. The data came straight out of a Senate Democrat staff analysis published by Senator Bernie Sanders' office. Now, whether you like Bernie Sanders or you don't like Bernie Sanders, it doesn't really matter. And it's legitimate because there's several places that are saying pretty much the same thing. Now, in this particular report, it lists which occupations are most at risk. Everything from data entry to customer service to some of the admin stuff and legal support, all those things are at risk. And this report was pretty detailed, and it's very serious, guys. If you're a worker in America, you need to know this. It's sort of a wake-up call for all of us. The World Economic Forum projects 92 million jobs are going to be displaced by 2030. But 170 million new jobs created in that same time period. Now, a net positive if we learn how to bridge the skills gap between what we do now and what AI is bringing. In fact, Goldman Sachs just came out and said AI could disrupt the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs globally, but expects the unemployment impact just to be modest and temporary as people begin to transition to new roles, which is what we do as human beings. We adapt. Now, even Neil Kashkari, he came out this week and said he's skeptical. AI is replacing workers at scale right now as we speak. And I agree, in my opinion. We're early in this game of AI, right? Very early. But positioning yourself is going to matter as an individual person, right? Not later, but now. Now, let's talk about what's really driving this whole AI thing. The money behind AI is enormous, okay? Artificial intelligence isn't just a tech trend that's happening on the fringes. It's really dominating the stock market. Almost 10% of the entire S&P 500 is directly tied to AI-related product lines. Now, you look at companies like NVIDIA, Meta, Apple, Alphabet, right? The parent company of Google. All these companies, these tech giants, are heavy in the AI game. It's sort of the new industrial revolution. Now, the thing we got to do as regular people is we got to get on board. If you look at, for instance, NVIDIA, right? It's become the backbone pretty much of AI. Its GPUs power almost every major AI model on the planet today. That's why by market cap, NVIDIA is the biggest company in the world, and it sits at a valuation of 4.6 trillion as of the making of this video. I only expect that to go up. Right now, over 90% of NVIDIA's revenue flows in from their AI data center workloads. And then you think about Google, right? Or Alphabet. It's embedded AI in nearly everything it does, right? You got Google search, the largest search engine on the planet. You got YouTube search, which is the second largest search engine on the planet. And you also have its Gemini system, right? Sort of the competitor to ChatGPT, right? It's not these companies are not experimenting with AI at this point. These companies are operating through AI, and they're the largest companies on the planet. So these aren't like future bets, right? We were talking about AI on this channel 2 years ago, and it's here. Right? It's here now more so than it was a couple of years ago. And you have the largest companies in the world spending incredible amounts of money building aggressively and betting heavy on artificial intelligence as the foundation of their next decade or two of growth. We're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars being poured into AI chips and data centers data models, and software, with some analysts actually estimating over $1 trillion in AI infrastructure investment over the next several years. So while the average person is sort of sitting around chilling, watching Netflix and relaxing in the background, just kind of humming along, right? And debating whether or not AI is here to stay or whether or not AI is going to take the job, your job. The biggest corporations on the planet, in the world, are buying the entire future while we're sitting here, right? But here's the lesson. Don't resist AI, participate in AI. AI is like the new oil, right? The new electricity, the new internet. If you want to survive and thrive financially in the future, I'm talking 5, 10, 20 years down the road, you must learn not only how to use AI, but also how to make AI, how to protect AI, right? How to power up AI, how to produce AI, how to monetize it to your full capabilities, get an AI-driven career, build other AI-supported skills. What I'm trying to tell you is take advantage of it right now. Understand the technology and start to position yourself around it, not against it, right? I've run into a lot of people that say, nah, I don't want to deal with that AI. No, I don't care nothing about that AI. Look, it's here. Even if you don't care anything about it, you're using it every day, and somebody's getting wealthy from you using it. Now, let's keep this thing in perspective. We've been here before, right? When computers entered into the workplace in the 60s and 70s, you can go back and read the documents. People said millions of jobs are going to disappear. Think about when the internet arrived, right? Some of us were 15, 20, 25 years old when the internet appeared. When the internet arrived, people said the same exact thing about the internet. Nah, I don't care anything about that internet. I don't like computers, right? And what happened? We ultimately adapted and we took it all on. We learned new tools. We created entire new industries that didn't even exist 10, 15 years before the internet showed up, right? So AI is going to do the exact same thing. It's only going to do it faster. Humans, here's the deal. Humans are resilient. We adjust, we adapt, we're flexible, we evolve. And this time you should do it with a strategy. So what happens if the worst projections come true, if AI really does eliminate 100 million jobs, right? The data says the first to go are going to be those roles out there that are routine, those things that some workers do today that are repetitive, and things that are based on rules, like rule-based things. Do this, 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 this. That can more easily be replaced by AI. Customer service, legal or accounting work. If your job right now, if you have a job that has a very predictable set of steps that almost anybody can follow, AI can replicate it. It's vulnerable. And that means your income, if you stay in that job, is going to be vulnerable too. So when your income is vulnerable, your budget is vulnerable and your future is vulnerable and your peace of mind as well. So that's why you need to move now as you think about what you do and can it be replaced by AI before the pink slip starts showing up on a Friday afternoon and they sending you home because AI is replacing your job. Get ahead of the thing. Now, my framework here hasn't changed. It just matters more now than ever before. What's my framework? It's the 4 steps to maximize your money: money mindset, money mainstays, money management, and money multipliers. Now, in this AI-driven economy, that order is not optional. That order is pretty much essential. The first thing is mindset. You have to stop fearing the tools involved with AI and start asking better questions. Don't say, AI is going to take my job. Instead, ask yourself, how can I build, protect, and power or monetize AI within my field that I work in, right? Within my job, how can I personally use AI, right? You don't have to be a coder, right? But you do have to be a willing learner, right? Somebody who's flexible. Maybe you spend an hour a day studying how AI impacts your industry. Maybe you experiment more with ChatGPT or Claude or Copilot or Gemini. Become the person on your job, in your company, or at your business who understands AI workflows, right? Better than anybody else. I'm just trying to tell you little things to maybe position yourself to take advantage of AI instead of resisting it. Now, think about the second piece to that framework, money mainstays, or what we call everyday assets. These are the things that you already have access to, the things sitting right in front of you at your work or wherever that can work harder for you in this AI era. Your job, think about your job and its benefits. Let's think about this. How about your natural skills and talents, your professional network of people, your access to technology, even the information, tools, and systems that you're not fully using yet? You should be taking advantage of these everyday assets, these money mainstays. See, AI is going to reward the people who maximize what they already have and infuse AI into it. If you have access to AI or a new AI tool that's coming on for you to use at your job, use it, implement it, jump into it with both feet so you understand it. If you've got natural communication skills or analytical skills that you use at your job, how can you use AI to enhance them, right? To produce 10 times the result that you're getting right now. See, the goal is to stop leaving money and opportunities around AI on the table. So you want to leverage your everyday assets with AI in mind. Now, the third piece to my money framework is called money management, right? Your money systems. This is where you build structure and control in your personal financial life. But think about budgeting. How can you use AI in terms of budgeting? How can you use AI to help you eliminate some bad debt? Maybe you can create automated systems from AI. Maybe you need to use AI to help you build a financial plan, right? Have you ever used ChatGPT and plugged in your information by prompting it with who you are and what you have, and then saying, okay, then asking it a question, what should I do next if I want to blank? You can use AI to help build yourself a financial plan. That's using the tools of AI to help you manage your money better. And then finally, the fourth piece to my framework is money multipliers. Now, this is where you expand your side hustles, you do your stock market investing, the multiple ways that you can monetize your time and your talents and your resources. For example, you can create digital products faster using AI. You can automate parts of your own business if you have a business using AI. You can also use AI analytics to find new opportunities, right? Maybe that means learning to invest intelligently in an AI-driven ETF or index fund. Maybe it's launching a service from an arm of your business that helps other small businesses automate their task or use AI in their business, right? Maybe it's turning your ideas into content, products, or courses using AI, right? So this fourth step, money multipliers, is where you stop trading hours for dollars and you start using AI as an assistant, as a partner, as your accelerator. AI is not the threat, guys, that everybody thinks it is. Even though 100 million jobs may be lost to AI, remember, humans adapt. AI is not the threat. AI should be, in your mind, the leverage getting you to a next level, right? If you really start to use AI in a productive way, you can use it to multiply your reach, multiply your productivity, and ultimately multiply your income. Now, let's talk about skill sets real quick. Where to start if you want to start learning about AI so you don't get caught up in losing your job when AI comes through. Where should you start, right? Pick a path and commit to learning that path in terms of AI. Maybe it's AI infrastructure and operations, right? Understanding the hardware, the data centers and the systems and all that. Maybe it's just understanding how to prompt it properly, mastering the interaction with the AI tools. Or perhaps it's just AI augmented copy. Maybe it's AI marketing. Maybe it's AI merging psychology, writing, and AI automation. There's a lot you can learn with AI-driven analytics, AI-driven decision-making systems. Maybe you can use AI for insights and optimization. Then maybe you just set a 60-day window, a 60-day sprint for yourself, right? Where you learn everything about a particular area of AI that you can in that 60-day window. Look, every generation faces its version of disruption. For my great grandparents, if you think back, right, it might have been, the factory, working at a factory, as opposed to working as farmers out in the field. Maybe for my grandparents who were born in the 19 teens and 1920s, it may have been transportation, right? For my parents, I know that it might have been computers. And for us, it looks like it's going to be AI and the algorithms. But the key is this: history is always going to reward the person and people who adapt the fastest. We're going to adapt. Yes, 100 million jobs will be lost to AI, but there's going to be a lot of jobs that are going to be created and a lot of opportunities created, and we'll adapt. AI is going to change everything, no doubt, but it doesn't have to destroy your opportunities. Now, listen, if you want a step-by-step system to stabilize your money, protect your household, and position yourself to win in this AI economy that's here already and only going to come with more force, click on the first link in the description box below for my 4 steps to maximize your money. You don't need fear. You need a plan. So I hope you got value out of this quick video to say, hey, look, AI is coming. It's replacing jobs. But guess what? We're resilient. We just have to start learning a different set of skills right now so that we can participate in this new AI economy. If you got value out of this video, do me a favor, smash that like button and drop a comment and just say in the comment, I got value. Hey, the best person who's going to take care of the old you is the young you. Guys, take good care of yourself and take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.